maybe before yesterday, I found person, he's China, from China, and he's here in Mogadishu. Yes, in a normal cafe, and he's starting to repeat some words like "saytahe," like "ta'an," yeah, and he's joined with the people.
Between us.
Hi, my name is Fardosa Hussein and I'm the host of Between Us. In this episode, we'll be talking to Abdihakim Jamal. He's from Yemen and he's been living and working in Mogadishu for the last 4 years. Abdihakim, welcome to the show. Kindly introduce yourself to my audience.
My name is Abdihakim Jamal Manalali, from Yemen. City is. I have been here for the last 4 years, except 1 month. I'm being here to studying and also sometimes we can work in decoration.
I remember when we talked the last time, you told me that you came to Mogadishu and you were studying, and then that's how you got a scholarship. So tell us a bit about how you came to Mogadishu.
Okay, when I was in Yemen, I finished the secondary school, so I started to find any scholarship. For that reason, I started to studying English because any scholarship at that time it was responding to have a TOEFL. So I started to prepare a TOEFL, and that time I was contact with my friend. He was here in Somalia, and he was telling me about the opportunity and work here in Somalia. And in the same time, his cousin, he was a dean in one faculty. So we discussed about that because I wanna to came to here Somalia work and study in the same time. He told me that's ability it's available because here in Somalia there is three kind of teaching. There is part time, there is full time, and there is afternoon studying. So he told me you have opportunity and the economic it's good. For that reason, I trying to get that adventure to come to Somalia, and I doesn't know a lot of information about it. But what I know, they are respecting Yemen and they are welcoming for the Yemenites.
Mm. So you said you came here to study and you got a scholarship. So how has it been so far being in Mogadishu?
The question about how is the farm in the Mogadishu,
Mm.
uh, it's so deep. Why? Because it had a lot of information about it. Uh, Sometimes I find some my teacher they are study in Yemen. So when they see me, I study here in Somalia. They said, "But why we can't here?" I said, and that's in the life. It's change.
Yeah.
It's not one time be a problem for one country, the other country it will not be. No, sometimes in that country, the another time it will be the another country because it's like the cycle. So the cycle it's come to Yemen and the Somalia is out. So we came to here. Yeah, that's
Okay. So do you find what do you find interesting about Mogadishu? Because I'm guessing it's only in Mogadishu. You've lived only in Mogadishu, right?
correct.
So what do you find interesting? What are some of the good things you find in Mogadishu? Like what is interesting for you?
The interesting in Mogadishu, they have many culture. They are the same in my town or the same of my home. How? As I see a lot of family of Arab, they came here in Somal, and for some reasons they had many similarities in culture and food and in some habits. So that's feel or feel me or it's look like you are not strange.
So you feel like you're grown.
Yes, that's first reason make me interesting about this country. And another reason, the people here is so lovely about Yemen exactly. يعني they respect all people and they have many people for Yemen. He said you are like our brothers and a lot Somali. When I said from where are you from? I said Yemen. He said Somali and Yemen they are they are brothers. Yeah, that's very fine.
Yeah. There's a time we were having a conversation and you said one of the reasons why you love Somalia or Mogadishu specifically, it's because of the fact that you share religion. Are there any similarities you find home and here?
Yes, the similarities. The first things is Yemen. It's Islamic country and Somalia Islamic country. So that's best things for the Muslim. He can find environment. It's be very good for his family. So he will not find any strange for his religion, and that's very important because there is some countries you can go with the religion with very freedom. So the next things, the some kinds of foods, kind of foods, they are the same but with different names. So maybe who's take the name before, we don't know, but the food is the same. Always the same. Yes, and also the faces of the people. As I told you before, some of the faces I saw them, I said, "That's guy, it's look like my friend in Yemen," or "That's lady, it's look like one of my relative in Yemen," and that's we can see the similarities because the family in Somalia, some of them they are religion or the region back to Arab country exactly in Yemen.
Yeah. So one of the most interesting things you told me the when we spoke last is about the challenges, especially because I want to ask you about some of the challenges you've been facing while in this country. And you said traffic jam. It was actually something I didn't expect. Can you tell us a bit about the challenges you've been facing while in this country?
Traffic jam here in Somalia, it's not my problem as a for you.
Yeah.
And when I said those words, virgin, Somalia, they said, no, you are not virgin. You are, this is your second entry. You are virgin. Okay, so I will avoid it. Uh, the people here from the solving the problem of the jam, they make 2 days. 2 days for some vessel, 1A, 1B. Yeah, before there's a jam, most of the traffic. And unfortunately, that's solve some of the problem, but it's not solve the problem. Yeah, because the problem it's the road itself. Yeah, that's who make the traffic because when you need to be fast, you can't be like that. And another things, the big vessel, it's also moving inside the town. It doesn't have another road or another street outside of the city to make more freedom for the another cars or another buses. So those things, it's make the people inside the jam feel about why I still here. And another things, there is if you take a car exactly Mogadishu, you will find a lot of problem for any checkpoint. Yeah, you will lose more time than if you take another visit. So I see some of my friend, if he is hurry and he has a car, yeah, he avoid it.
So people prefer to take Bajaj than the cars because there's a lot of problem around checkpoints. There are more checkpoints than
Yes, and the last time it's start to be famous, the motorcycle. The motorcycle, it's very famous. That's these times because you can find it anyway. I have been here for 4 years, as I told you. Before 2 years, I doesn't found it a lot. You can find them, but in some situation, they take it from that place to another place. You can't find them in the normal places. But the previous year and this year, they start to be more,
motorbike.
yeah, more in the normal ways. You can find them anyway.
So what are the challenges you face with here?
We will not forget the best and the first style, strong things you can't be adopting inside community of Somalia, and that's very hard for strange or for hard for any people who came from another country. That's the language. The language of Somalia, yeah, the Somali language is Somali language. It's not very hard for us as Arab because there is a lot of words inside it. They are Arabic pure. But the problem, you can't find the source exactly how to learn to speak Somali from 0 to 10 or from A to Z. That's it. And the Arabic people, they doesn't know one thing. So I want to tell them, if you can speak Arabic language, the original one, you can write in Somali and you can read in Somali. What's the reason? Because the alphabet in Somali, it's the same business or it's 97, they are the same in Arabic. Yeah, so if you can read Arabic alphabet, you just read the Somali alphabet in Latin alphabets only.
Okay, so you said you find the language as one of the problems or challenges that you face with here.
Yes,
Idea has Johnny been able to learn a bit, like
yes, as
do you feel like you can communicate in Somali?
yes, see, I can communicate, but the words I can use it every day because those days you can't forget them. For example, for many people, so if they stay here for 1 month, they will keep the numbers because one of the best things here in Somalia, you doesn't have cash in your pocket. Everything's about how to send an SMS, the EVC. And the EVC, to explain it, it's a way you can send money without internet. Yeah, that's it. So when you use this way, you should keep the numbers because everyone, he will not tell you, give me $3 cash. No, he will tell you his number, and after that, you just send them.
Okay. So, can you tell us about a memory from home that keeps you alive when you're here? Anything that reminds you of home when you're here?
Ah, the things remind me who the trees. And that's things, maybe it will be different, but in my city, my home exactly, it was near to the uh, trees and near to the nature. So here in Somalia, there is, when we go to outside of Mogadishu, exactly, you can find Barao and Afgoy. It's a lot of trees, but the good things inside the city, every house front of it, there is a tree. So that's the good things. Every person, he's make a tree front of his house to make it very good. Yeah, that's it. And another things, as I told you, the some kind of foods, it's remind me of home. And when I see some things exactly laughing and funny people here, that's in Yemen. There is specific area those make a lot of funny inside the Yemen and make uh, many comedy. And here in Somalia, I see no meetings. No meetings. It will be private, it will be general, it will be start with joke, it will finish with joke. Joke. Yeah. The people of Somalia, they are laughing or they are loving to laugh. That's it. Because you see what the community, they have stress and they have many problem. They find them way to make another kind of uh, out of the negativities. So they find in that way.
So, comedy and making jokes is, yeah, one of the ways you find that people here use that to cope with the environment and
But for some problems, when they put the joke, I wanted to be laughing with them. So they finished the laughing. I said, "What's the translative? That's laugh." اكتب لي السترة right? You teaching less laughing after.
Okay. So maybe another thing I would want you to tell our audience is, especially for guys in Yemen and the Arab world, what would you tell them about Somalia?
The message there for them, if you wanted to search about country, search about in country for eyes for those country. Because now, for example, if you search about in Yemen, maybe the last period of Yemen, you will see many war, many problem. But when you search about, when you take a person from Yemen and tell him, search in Yemen, the search, it will be different, totally different. For me, when I am here, when I search about something inside Somalia and another Somali search about something inside the Somali, I see the Google, it's different between us. Why? Because he find the truth. For me, he give me the general, the frame all. So for Arabic people, when they search about Somali, they will find a lot of things they are negative. So to make specific information, you can ask people who are visit Somalia or exactly they are inside Somalia and they will back again outside. There is a lot of files we will speak about it. First, it's safety. Second, the livelihood. Third, maybe the environment of people. And we will start from the third. The environment of people, they are very generous for the strange people generally. I had maybe before yesterday I found person, he's China, from China, and he's here in Mogadishu, yes, in a normal cafe, and he's starting to repeat some words like Saitahe, like Ta'an, yeah, and he's joined with the people. Maybe he has work or he come like for making a vlog. But the things, the people they starting to come here as discover Somalia, the another face of Somalia.
Yes.
Okay. The second one, it's the economic of the Somalia. It's starting to develop and developing. Maybe it's short word about that because they are developing plus.
Yes.
A lot of building. The previous year it was not available. This year they are already finished and they have started to work with it. And the third thing's the file of the safety. The safety, the people when they search about Somalia, they say, oh, it's not safe, and that's the problem. And a lot of people these days they can hang out in the streets around 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. exactly, and the midnight. They doesn't find any problem for the main street inside Mogadishu.
So you're saying that it's so safe nowadays that people can even be going out at night and they don't feel.
Yes, for examples, one of the Egyptian girls, he's a vlogger, she's a vlogger, uh, she came to Mogadishu and lived with family, Somali family, and she lived in her house midnight, and after midnight they find people on the street. So if there is no safety, you will not find anyone. That's the normal because everyone fear about himself before the others, and the shop still open. So there is like cycle inside the city. You can see it in the media.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The last time we talked, you talked about something to do with opportunity. Do you feel like there are opportunities in Somalia?
Yes. Now I'm study in this university, and I will graduate as a dentist. A lot of my friend they just asking me as a curious question. After you graduate, you will back? I said no, I'm not back. I have a chance here. And what's that make speech? It's true. Now a lot of dentists in Yemen they are coming to Somalia to where yeah, if they doesn't the chance here, why will they come? That's the first thing. Second things, here even if you doesn't work, maybe you can start your business. The opportunity here to open your business, it's like a dream, and you can came from the materials from the regional country. You can deliver them the the places inside Mogadishu. Some of them they are not discovering yet. Like for example, now we have area like that. Before maybe 4 years or 5 years ago, it was just like neighborhood is out of Mogadishu. But now it's one of the places you can invest there and you can build your house there, and it's fantastic.
Good. What would you give as your last comments on Somalia? Like, what would you tell people about Somalia?
Yes, for my friend here in Somalia, I want to thank them about receiving us and not feel us we are different. No, they feel us as we are in second country. And when I said that phrase in my university, the dean or the boss of the university is it, that's not your second country, that's the first country. Yeah, because that's your country. Because I said, yeah, how's this journalist for that people? They are uh, making for me, and that's maybe I will not forget it. Okay, the future.
Oh, so you feel like you feel home here more than elsewhere?
Yes, yeah, my لسه feel يعني for now maybe if I will get chance and uh, or anything's happened after that and I live in Somalia, the step of Somalia it will be stuck inside my mind and inside my heart because it's effect in me for that people and for the country itself.
Hakim, thank you so much for joining me on Entrepreneur's podcast. I'm very sure our listeners and our viewers would be so glad to hear what you have to say about Somalia, because it's so good to hear that there's opportunity in Somalia. Not many people think that there's actually opportunity in Somalia. And the fact that you feel like Somalia is home to you, that's a really good thing also to hear and to let people all over the world to know. So, shukran for coming to the show.
Okay, have fun. ما شاء الله شكرا جزيلا.
Between us.